Sunday Nista, tell Matt that King's comment is not hysterical. It's deeply offensive. We shouldn't be laughing off this type of comment. I mean, look, of course it's incredibly offensive. The guy is an incredible bigot. I don't think it's a question of laughing it off. I think it's a question of exposing it, because I actually do believe that the majority of the American public finds this repulsive, thinks this guy is an idiot, a joke. And the more exposure it gets, if people are laughing at it, good. The way to take this seriously is from a legislative standpoint and from an electoral standpoint. I think some things are just so crazily, and I think also, I frankly, I also think that there's something to to people's age. Because, while I think for people who are my age and older, and also where you grew up, I mean, I grew up with people who would call me kike. I grew up with people who would, I didn't hear so much of like nigger this, nigger that, or, but I still meet people who are my age, and I have conversation with them, and I don't know them that well, and they will say things like that in conversation, and I'm just sort of blown away, like just, what, I mean, and sometimes I say, if I like the guy, or, want to maintain some relationship, I say, look, I got to tell you, that it bothers me when people say stuff like that. Other people, I'm just like, just sort of, I can't believe that people think that, like, how do you feel comfortable saying that to me? You don't know me. And I think for people, frankly, Matt grew up in Queens. He's in his mid-20s. I think when people who grow up in that type of environment hear somebody talk like that, more often than not, it just comes off as like a freak. That there's no, like, it's almost like beyond the pale where they could take that seriously. That's what the problem the Republican Party has, is that there's less and less of those people who actually can actually take someone seriously who says something like that. It's, there was a time where you would hear stuff like that from people who were respected and maintained their respect in a conversation or in community or in public and saying that. And I think that that day has passed. And only in the sewers that these people live in, sadly, there's maybe 30% of the country who still lives in those sewers, can they still be respected and appreciated for actually saying stuff like that.